Good afternoon everyone, I'm Mr Hayden and I'm the Head of History at Thomas Alleyne Academy. And I wanted to talk to you today about the options available for doing GCSEs. So, history is a great subject. Well, I'm going to say that because I'm the Head of History, but why should you do history? Well, history gives you lots of opportunities. First of all, it's an academic subject, so it's something that is highly regarded by employers and universities. It's also very interesting. It teaches you about where you're going and where you've been, because it tells us about the world around us and how the world around us got to be like that. Okay, it's a really interesting course, and the units that we cover at GCSE are Nazi Germany, the American West, so that's sort of cowboys and Indians, Norman England, so that's the Battle of Hastings and the invasion of England by the Normans. And we also do the Crime and Punishment unit, which includes the Jack the Ripper case. So a really nice variety of history, some British history, some European and world history, and you're going to be tested on some really interesting skills at the end of year 11, including sources, interpretations, and obviously our favourites, the essays.
Hello, I'm Mrs Humberstone. I am the Curriculum Leader for Religious Education, and I'm going to talk a bit about GCSE Religious Studies that we offer here at Thomas Alleyne Academy. Studying GCSE Religious Studies will help you develop your awareness and understanding about a number of relevant, controversial issues that are often a cause of conflict in our society. It will help you develop your inquiry skills, express your opinion, and learn to accept the views of others, even if contradictory to your own. All of these are life skills which our employers look for, colleges and students will benefit from if wishing to further their education in the religious studies. The main topics we will teach at Thomas Alleyne are Christianity and Islam, the teachings and practices and beliefs of both those religions. We will also look at issues in the wider world. The second unit of work is on thematic studies. We will look at relationships and families, religion and life, the existence of God and revelation, and religion, crime and punishment. These components are designed to increase and develop awareness of the diversity both within and between the religious studies. In addition, you will develop your understanding of the links between faith and ethics. We will have the opportunity to hear Holocaust survivor testimony firsthand, visit the Jewish Museum in Camden, and visit local churches and mosques. If you have any further questions regarding religious education at GCSE, please feel free to email me at the school.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Levitt, Head of Geography at the Thomas Alleyne Academy, and I'm just going to talk you through what the GCSE Geography course is like at Thomas Alleyne Academy and why you should choose it. So why should you choose GCSE Geography? Well, I may be biased as a geography teacher, but geography is one of the most important subjects that you can study. It's proven that people who go on to study geography at degree level are some of the most employable people out there because they have so many transferable skills. Geography has loads of relevant links to the real world. So everything that we learn about in geography is stuff that will have affected your life previously, or will affect your life now, or will affect your life in the future. You'll be able to make connections between all the different places across the globe, the actions that you take, policies that are in place, and that kind of thing. There are a huge range of careers that you can go into from studying geography. So you could go into disaster management, where you are looking at how to reduce the impact from things like volcanoes and earthquakes, and how to support people through that. You could go into the armed forces, you could be using computer technology to help you. You could go into travel, tourism, teaching, conservation, loads and loads and loads of different jobs there. In geography, you'll also develop a huge range of skills. So data analysis is a big one for us. There'll be lots of crossover between science and maths with that as well. So you're kind of supported all round in the curriculum. You'll also look at research skills, communication, critical thinking, and also be able to form strong arguments and justify your opinions. If you are looking to study GCSE geography, there's a few things you might like to consider first. Most importantly, it is a difficult subject. There's a lot of work involved and there's lots of content. But as long as you're willing to put in that work, you will enjoy it and you will succeed. You must be willing to put in 100% effort at all times, and it's really important that you can work independently at home as well, both on the home learning task set and on your own revision. It's also really good if you've got an interest in the world around you and you follow current affairs. So that might be things like you watch the news each day or you read newspapers. So much of what is going on in the world is applicable to our learning, and it will take you to those higher levels if you're able to do that. Although there is a lot of content involved, as we go through the course, you'll see that the content that we learn for one paper comes up in topics on another paper as well. So actually, once you've learnt it once, you can use that on other things too. As previously mentioned, you'll also see that skills you develop in geography are applicable to other subjects too, such as maths and science, and the extended writing that we do will help you in history and English as well. Another skill that you must have is that you are able to write extended paragraphs, you're able to justify your arguments, and you're able to use evidence to support your points. Perhaps most importantly, it's also really important that you are passionate about the subject. You want to learn and you want to do well. So what does the GCSE actually look like? Well, the GCSE that we study is Edexcel B. And we study that over 2 years, and we build also on our learning throughout year 9. So currently you will be studying topics that are found in this GCSE, and we will just develop those further in year 10 and year 11. The course is 100% exam based, and we have 3 papers. The first paper is about world issues. Within that, we will cover tectonic and climatic hazards. So we've done some work on tectonics already at the start of year 9. We'll look at development and we'll look at urbanisation. The second paper is about UK issues. So we'll look at physical landscapes in the UK, so things like rivers and coasts, and we'll also look at human landscapes, and we'll do a study of a UK city. For us at the moment, we're studying London. Within that paper, you will also be examined on your fieldwork. More about that in a minute. The third paper is about environmental issues. This is the stuff that we've just started learning about in year 9. So again, we just develop this further in year 10 and year 11. So we'll look at the threats to our forests, we'll look at energy, and you'll also do a decision-making exercise. This is a longer written answer where you are presented with an issue with 3 possible solutions, and you write an argument as to which solution you would choose. So if you're quite good at arguing your point and justifying your opinions, then this will be a really strong paper for you. On each paper, there are a range of different case studies that you'll learn, and you'll need to know these in detail. These will support your key knowledge, and you'll also be examined on these. So as previously mentioned, we also take part in some fieldwork as part of the GCSE. We do 2 pieces, one in a human environment and one in a physical environment. In year 10, we go down to Walton-on-the-Naze in Essex, and we look at the impact that coastal defences have had on the area. And at the start of year 11, we go to Stratford in London, and we look at differing quality of life between areas around the Olympic Park site. All of the skills that you develop in your fieldwork will be assessed on an exam. So you may be asked questions about your different data presentation techniques, about the different methods that you conducted in the fieldwork environment, and you'll also have the opportunity to critique other people's fieldwork studies. Previously, this fieldwork would have been examined via coursework, but it is now 100% exam based. So you'll have a section on that paper too, which is all about your fieldwork and looking at other people's fieldwork as well. There is a small cost attached to these trips, but there is financial support available if needed. Hopefully this video has answered any questions you might have about the GCSE Geography, and further information can be found in the options booklet also. If you do have any further questions, please feel free to speak to your geography teacher, or you can email me on that email address below. We really hope that as many of you as possible choose to study GCSE Geography with us, and we look forward to seeing you in the classroom in September.